So unfortunately, as we start this, the phone that I wanted to use does not work. So this phone that I had originally intended, which is a European phone, specifically a Samsung Galaxy J7 Pro, will more than likely not get the alert. And allow me to introduce you all to the phones. OnePlus One running Android 8, and a custom ROM called Cosmic OS, a Nokia Lumia 635 on Sprint. This one's on Metro PCS, right here, the OnePlus. This is a LG G Stylo 2 running Android 7.1 on Metro PCS. We have a Samsung Galaxy J3 Prime running Android 7.1 and on T-Mobile. Down here, we have a LG LS 670 running Android 2.3.3 on Sprint. We have a LG 38C running Android 2.3.6 on TracFone. And then our last two phones here are on Verizon, a Palm Pixie Plus running WebOS, and a LG Voyager VX1000, missing its initial programming and running what I believe is to be Brew. And now, while we wait for the remaining 3 or so minutes, no, not 3, more like 4, I will answer any questions in chat. I also have local radio playing. Oh. My phones are going to sleep. Don't mind me just putting stuff away. This the one phone that I was going to stream with, if you're just now joining, wasn't working. So we have a remaining 4 minutes until the alert goes off. Now, an interesting thing is people are worried about that Trump will go ahead and send them messages, when, truth be told, it's actually FEMA who is in control of this. And, well, Trump also has to jump through some hoops, so we have nothing to worry about. Which is actually somewhat interesting when you do the research, because this is a presidential alert. Okay, let's mess with this. There. Now I don't have to touch that anymore. Set this to be always on. Oh. I'm an Englishman says, let's see what happens. Indeed. This will be fun. We'll hit 30 minutes. It's in landscape. Oh, 5 minutes? Okay, that works. That one should be left at 2 minutes. I opened something. That's right, this phone's not modified. See, I have two Palm Pixie Plus phones. One of them is running stock. The other one is running a modified version. Wait, why did I go into day and time? It's been a while since I've used it. Turn off after. Let's do 3 minutes. Now, the local station I have playing is WBBN. No, not WBBN, WWBN, which is a station in Flint, Michigan. And it's currently turned down to avoid copyright. We'll close that. Now some of these are already saying 218. Now, of all these phones, alright. The first one to get is the Lumia 635, then the LG G Stylo, and now the 38C. The one... Oh. Okay, so my streaming phone wants to send a text message to some number, but nothing else. So now, this Sprint phone right here has done nothing. The two Verizon phones done nothing. This phone actually is missing its initial programming because I wiped that. The OnePlus One over here, I entered my code, has done nothing. It's on Metro PCS. This phone is on Metro PCS. Wait, let's check. Now, none of these phones have an actual plan on them, and they were all given to me for this purpose, among others. Oh, shit. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Yeah, this one's on Metro PCS. Alright, 219.
Strange Days has moved. Come check out the new state-of-the-art shop on Irish Road in Davison, inside the Black Rock Plaza just off I-69. The new shop is 100% focused on you, the customer, and our loved artists are coming with us. So schedule your next tattoo,
Local commercials. Oh, yeah, this phone keeps popping up with a error code.
Black Rock Plaza in Davison.
Pirani's Hockey World presents your Flint Firebirds. The Firebirds return back to the Dork Federal Event Center this Wednesday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Wednesday is a Firebirds Winning Wednesday, featuring select $2 beers and concession items. And if the Firebirds win, you win a free ticket to the next Wednesday game. Then on Saturday night, you're invited to Hot Wings.
So, of the phones, this phone should have received it. It's on T-Mobile. This phone should have received it. It has the ability to. Let's see, alerts. Alert history, none.
Doubler days have been extended. Random Club Keno tickets are printed with a doubler message. If your ticket has the message, you could double your Club Keno prize and extra prizes.
Marco Ferrazzo says 218 equals 2018. Coincidence? I don't know.
Knowing your limits is always the best bet. Navy Federal Credit Union, we help our members
So the local station is now behind,
You got the check last time.
as it is 2:21.
For our fishing trip coming up. It's gonna take four-wheelers and a canoe to find the perfect spot this time.
Apply now to start earning triple points at restaurants, double points on
Actually, I can
single points everywhere else with the Go Rewards credit card from Navy Federal. Navy Federal Credit Union.
change the setting back.
Open to the armed forces, the DoD, veterans, and their families.
Oh, yeah, left at 5 minutes.
My time travel lab, disguised as a haunted
2:22. WWBN does nothing. Now, it was explicitly said that local radio and TV will go ahead and broadcast a test of the emergency alert system. And we are currently waiting on that.
You know, I think we're about due for an update around here.
Select home items are up to 50% off at JCPenney.
So the phones that didn't support or do anything will
A new rug.
put off to the side.
I think they'll be answered by now.
For all those who value style and love value,
Get rid of these.
select home items at JCPenney. Plus, take an extra 20% off with your JCPenney credit card or coupon. JCPenney, style and value for all. Valid till 4/10/8. Offers subject to credit approval. Exclusions apply.
Now, of the bunch, this one is running the newest version of software, which is Android 8. I realized I didn't have CMAS test alerts turned on, but that should have been a problem, which is odd. So of the, well, approximately 8, no, wow, I cannot count. 9 test phones, only 3 of them actually did anything. This phone you're watching on wouldn't have did anything anyway, despite it being a phone connected to 2 different cellular networks, T-Mobile and Metro PCS. But this phone does not have the capability in the settings, as it is from a European market. Now, had this been an actual alert, this would actually kind of be sad in the sense that local radio hasn't did anything, and only 3 of 9 phones actually responded. It's understandable for probably the streaming phone and this phone, since this phone's missing programming and this one is missing the capability, as it is from, I believe, India. Now, Milo2607 says I didn't get the test yet. That is understandable, given that it was said that it should take up to half an hour for the alert to be sent. So, let's see. We'll move up to the monitors. Yeah, 2:18 was the time it was supposed to go off. Connor Bradford says, my TV just went black. So that must mean you are getting the emergency alert system. So Milkcap says, my iPhone got hit, no SIM card. Yeah, that should be understandable, since it's supposed to go whether or not you have an active cellular plan or not. And I checked my stylo, it does have a SIM card in it. Okay, maybe your TV is just acting up. Oh, shit. Currently, the radio is playing Bearman by Pearl Jam with no emergency alert at all. The local affiliate that's playing is a Town Square Media station. Because everybody's blaming Trump for this alert. calling it a Trump alert. Let's look at CNBC. They're somewhat... Yeah. EAS... Alright. Now, none of the phones are muted at all. Why does this phone want to send a message to 122? Now, understandably, yes, the TV news did say that some phones will get it. Being that all these are major carriers, I would have expected it. Metro PCS being an MVNO for T-Mobile, which essentially means they buy some of the bandwidth and resell it. Either that or they're an official distributor. I forget right offhand. Now, none of the phones I'm turning off yet. Although, I am considering... let's do it. We'll turn on another phone, which is a Kyocera Hydro. I do not know the specific model right offhand, and I don't feel like prying off the back cover. We'll put the Voyager in the background. Oh, yes. So, some old phones. That's a good point. This phone right here, the Palm Pixie Plus, came out a year after the first iPhone, which is interesting, but it's the oldest phone. No, I think the Voyager is the oldest phone they have. My Pixies being the last. Oh, my battery's dead. Now, my other older two are these LG phones. Interestingly, the phone running Android 2.3.6 actually got the alert, whereas the one running Android 2.3.3 didn't. Maybe it was implemented at a later date by Sprint, who knows. Okay. Now we're charging. Come on, turn on. Oh, I'm not even holding the power button. Trap for young players. Okay, now we're turning on. Alright, 229. Still no alert on the radio. Yes, I do need a better setup for live streaming, which obviously using a phone is not very good. Okay, now we're in. Let's see. Does this phone have wireless alerts? Should be under wireless. Yes, it does. Presidential alerts always displayed. So broadcast. Huh, that's an option I've never seen before. Alright, we wait. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, this is a Kyocera C6740N. This phone runs... Let's see. IMEI? No. That's right, I do not have a SIM card in this, and it is currently in airplane mode. Let's fix that. No network. This phone is running Android 5.1. Alright, this phone says no service, so it's utterly useless. And I believe PO90 Stick is just now joining us. As I said in chat, these three of the 9 phones, including the phone I'm streaming this with, actually got it. And this phone, in addition to the one streaming it, I don't believe will have been able to get it. Mostly because of the age of this one and the fact that this phone right here is from overseas. Now, if we unlock the Windows Phone, which is was taking a painfully long time to show the pin entry screen, we go into, let's see, network and wireless, cellular and SIM, SIM settings. No. Let's actually try the messaging app. We'll hide this because it syncs, or it used to sync Skype at one point. Oh, there we go. This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed. Power button's over there. We open up messaging, press menu, settings. No. And it's been a while since I've used Android 2.3. Okay, I don't know where to find it. But on this phone, running Android 7, and a customized version of Android, okay. Okay, for most phones, if it's not modified in any way, you'll be able to go ahead and find it in settings, which I will actually demonstrate actually working, so I don't look like It doesn't fall under network and internet. That's my problem. But if you search alerts in the settings, you'll find the emergency alerts options. Otherwise, you could usually find it in your default messaging app, which I've actually did. Test of the National Emergency Alert System. I will continue streaming until 2:48. Because it is supposed to go ahead and end or everybody should have received it around that time. Let's enable CMAS test broadcasts. That might have been the issue, because the commercial mobile alert system does have a little flag on them that states whether or not it's a test message, and on various phones, especially of those running custom ROMs based upon AOSP, such as CyanogenMod, Cosmic OS, Lineage OS, and others, usually have an option to allow you to see the test broadcasts that are sent monthly. I got 2 alerts 15 minutes apart. Sometimes that happens. You may have... Your phone may have not sent a message indicating that it got it. I believe that's how it works. Or, you may have connected to a different tower. Stampy Alex Gaming says, I got it and the sound scared me to death. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to get your attention. Otherwise, it would kind of be useless. Put those over there. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that I'm not going to get a emergency alert notification over the radio. I'll just turn it off. And just in case anybody's wondering, it is a slightly modified alarm clock. The normal picture of the radio itself has a white display. I changed that with a red filter, and I'm running off a USB battery just to make it somewhat portable for this scenario. Currently 2:39. Turn that phone off. Every once in a while, this streaming phone is popping up saying pre-config would like to send a message to 122. This may result in charges. And I keep answering cancel. For the duration of this, I did have my speakers turned off because with all the phones over here, you keep hearing interference noises. Now, a lot of people might attribute that to being, oh, well, it causes cancer. it's actually only because of improper shielding in your audio cables. Normally, that kind of interference will be stopped. Now, some interesting fun facts while we wait and to try to make this significantly less boring, because all of you, or pretty much all what everybody's doing at this point is staring at a bunch of phones, seeing if anything happens. But the phones do not output any significant radiation. There are some false claims that go ahead and say that it can be linked to cancer, but that those are indeed false. Because if I unscrew my light, a light bulb puts out more energy than the radio transmitter in any of these phones. An LED light might be a poor example. No, never mind. It's actually... yeah, it is. An incandescent light bulb is a better example because for the wattage it uses, it outputs more radiation, and the light itself is a higher radiation and on a completely opposite end of the spectrum than the radio frequency. Radio frequency is like very minuscule, whereas light is high up. That's why UV radiation can actually hurt you. And in the comments section, some of you are asking whether or not you need to Wi-Fi to get the message. And you actually don't. This phone right here is the only one that's connected to Wi-Fi. The rest of them, with the exception of this one, support Wi-Fi but are not connected. Well, this one is connected to Wi-Fi as well. The issue being a DHCP server on the network not being, or not having proper configuration anymore, and it has to be reloaded for whatever reason. So, of them, the one I'm streaming with and this phone in my hand is actually receiving Wi-Fi. None of them have actual plans on them. They do have cellular service, just non-active plans. And there's only 6 people watching. But out of everybody in the comments, who all have actually received the alert? Might as well type it. Actually, I can scroll through right now and see. Milo says his TV got it. Milkcap says Android got it. Caleb Fern says got it. Stampy got it. I did notice about maybe 13 to 14 people watching it. Josh got it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 of us got it. Currently 246. And still only 3 phones. This is actually fairly disappointing. I'm not the biggest fan of power and volume buttons all right next to each other on the back. I actually like it when the power button is by itself, like on this LG G5 that was actually not working for streaming. It's a Canadian phone, which means it will not get the alerts for whatever reason. Though I would have thought that being Canadian it would have the ability, but I'm wrong. Alright, we're approaching 247. And now it's 248. Alright, with that said, figure I will go ahead and end the stream. Right. Now, should anybody want to go ahead and... What the hell? Oh well. Bye everyone.